So you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas or living in the Las Vegas area and you want to purchase a property, but you've heard about these things called a SID or a LID. What the crap is that? So we'll jump in, talk to you exactly about that, what a SID and a LID is, and we'll make sure you'll understand how that's going to affect your buying power and affect your budget so you can determine if moving forward on a purchase is really going to be worth it for you. And if you stick around to the end of the video, we're going to do a little bit of a chicken or the egg kind of scenario with you as far as Summerlin, Henderson, master plan, community, city, which one of them came first, so forth and so on. So let the show begin, guys, because we're getting right after it right now. If this is your first time to our channel, make sure you subscribe below and make sure you tap that bell for any notifications or the most newest notifications to make sure you're the first to know about any changes in the market here in the Las Vegas or the Henderson area. My name is Lavert Pompey Benefield, and I and my team, we get calls and we get emails and everything else from great people like yourself and from like you and from you and you and you and you and you looking for help to move here or living here in the Las Vegas area. And we absolutely love it. Now, if you're moving here in 9 days or if you're moving here in 90 days, it really doesn't matter. Make sure you reach out. We'd love to see what we can do about scheduling maybe a Zoom conference or a call with you. Again, send us a text, send us an email. We'd love to set something up so that we can help you make a smooth transition here into the Las Vegas area. So now again, SIDs and LIDs. What the crap is that when it comes to buying a property? SID, Special Improvement District, is what it stands for. LID, Living Improvement District, is what it stands for. Now, special improvement districts are normally found in our Summerlin area, and living improvement districts are normally found in our Green Valley or our Henderson area. Summerlin is a subdivision or a master plan community within the city of Las Vegas. Here in our big bowl, and we'll break that down on our Google Maps, in our big bowl, we have the city of Las Vegas, which has Summerlin, and then we have the city of Henderson, which basically has our Green Valley area where those LIDs will be. Jumping into the Google Maps, sharing this screen here with you guys, we can basically see that this is going to be what we call our bowl. This is literally mountains all around us. We're surrounded by mountains here in the city of Las Vegas, that you guys can see me sort of kind of moving the mouse around. And then also here is going to be the city of North Las Vegas. And then down here is going to be the city of Henderson. We're going to focus more on that master plan community of Summerlin here in the city of Las Vegas. And then we're going to focus more on the Green Valley sort of master plan community of Henderson, which is down in this area. Again, we can see that Green Valley consists, or basically Henderson may consist of Green Valley North, Green Valley Ranch, Green Valley South, so forth and so on. And we're going to talk about the SIDs that appear over here in the master plan community of Summerlin. Again, that special improvement district. And then also those LIDs and living improvement district over here in the Henderson or the Green Valley master plan community. Now, with those two master plan communities, I'm going to give you a little bit of the cheat because I said I was going to wait to the end of the video, but I'll go like, no, I'm going to keep you holding on. Let's just break down those LIDs a little bit more. So in regards to those SIDs, that basically would be attached to your property when you move here to the Las Vegas area. I think we're good with the map. I'm going to step away from the map here, and then I'll get back to our normal video so we can jump into that. But remember these maps as far as our locations. We have the airport in between the two of them in regards to where Summerlin is, also where Green Valley is. Probably between from Green Valley to the airport, it's like a 15-20 minute drive. From Summerlin, depending on where you are, Summerlin South can come all the way down into this area here right before our 215. So a little bit of this is going to be right past here, Bishop Gorman, which is one of our excellent high schools. Down in this area, we can be still in the Summerlin South. So probably from here, getting over here to the international airport, probably is going to be about a 25-minute-ish kind of drive. And again, coming from that Henderson area or coming from that Green Valley area, you're probably looking at a 15-20 minute kind of drive. So somewhat even between the two. So that helps you understand a little bit as far as location of between Summerlin and between the Green Valley, Las Vegas, Henderson area in that sense. Now, again, the SID and the LID, the Special Improvement District or the Living Improvement District. Sometimes people interchange living and local, so local improvement district or living improvement district or whatever those things may be. So let's figure out now what these things truly are. So when a developer or when a builder is basically going to the city and they're developing this community, this master plan community, the city will take on certain actions or things they'll do in that community. They'll put in sewer, they'll put in water, they'll put in electrical, all those different types of things. And those particular services are then charged to the developer and charged to the builder. And then the builder and the developer or whomever then turns around and of course passes those things on to the new homeowners coming into the property. So there's basically almost like an assessment that all the homeowners, or the future homeowners coming into that master plan community will sort of divide up. And there's a certain amount of time that each homeowner has where they need to maintain or hold these SIDs or LIDs over the property, so forth and so on. So there are times when some of our sellers are like, well, should we just pay this off immediately? You want to check in with your HOA. You want to check in with the developer, maybe not so much the developer, maybe the new agent or the on-site agent that's helping the developer, and figure out if there's any kind of charges to you paying these things off early, so forth and so on. Usually if you're holding the property, you're going to maintain the property for a few years, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, something like that. You'll eventually pay them down. And then depending on the market, I mean, if you're in a market where it's a very advantageous situation for you to pay off that lid, if a buyer's purchasing the property and we're really in a buyer's market, paying down or paying off a SID or a lid on a property could be very advantageous in regards to selling your property if you look to do that. But yet at the same time, we usually encourage our clients just to sort of maintain the SID and lid as you basically own the property. So not paying it off immediately, so forth and so on, or anything like that. So you want to be very careful, because when you are purchasing the property from the beginning, your lender and your mortgage person is really going to want to know, or your real estate agent that's helping you is going to be able to talk to the lender and make sure they're aware that there could be a SID or a lid, because that's going to be a heavy part of your debt to income as far as what they're going to be looking at with the amount that you can basically qualify on your loan. Because if you're purchasing a property for, I don't know, $600,000 and there's like a $14,000 SID or lid on top of that property, you want to make sure that your lender knows those information so they can factor those things into what kind of loan, what kind of debt to income they're factoring in, and what you can qualify for, so forth and so on. So definitely talk to your professionals like myself, your real estate agents, your brokers, and then make sure your lender is on top of that as well when it comes to your SIDs and your LIDs. Now, I know hearing that information in regards to having an extra few $1,000s that you're paying on a SID and a lid sounds like, that sort of sucks, and it does. But at the same time, what's really great about here in the Nevada and especially in the Las Vegas area is that our state taxes or our taxes in regards to your property tax is going to be extremely low. I mean, I had people from California just laugh with I think joy, or they laugh and they're like, what? I'm like, they're almost like, that's a monthly fee for me. But nonetheless, they're really excited because our property taxes are so low here. So you're getting a real huge discount, if you will. You're saving a lot more money because our property taxes are so low compared to some other places that you may come from. So that's the great part about it, even though you may have that SID or that lid. And now you guys have been so great about sticking around with us and maintaining and staying with us and getting this great information in regards to what SIDs and what lids are, so forth and so on. We want to throw in that chicken or that egg thing that we were talking to you about a little earlier. So when it comes to the city of Las Vegas, we come to the city of Henderson. Just a little bit of some Las Vegas, Nevada kind of history for you. Henderson actually had our first master plan community, and that was called Green Valley. And I believe, you have to double check me on these exact dates, but I believe it was in 1973 or so where Henderson developed the first master plan community. And then Summerlin basically came afterwards in 1990. Fun fact about this is that some money from, I think, one individual, one corporation, actually sort of kind of helped both of them, because Summerlin was, of course, as most of people know, was developed and named after Howard Hughes's grandmother, and I believe her name was Jean Amelia Summerlin was her name, Jean Amelia Summerlin. So Summerlin was named after Howard Hughes's grandmother, is where Summerlin received their names from, Jean Amelia Summerlin from Howard Hughes. So now in regards to Henderson, now my understanding is that when Hughes was back here in 1966, staying at the Desert Inn Hotel Casino, he wanted to be able to remain there. They were trying to get him out of there because they wanted him to move and give them the space so that they can get ready for the New Year's Reveille, so forth and so on. This man decides to buy the hotel. versus leave. So he buys the hotels, makes a big move, and that started his purchasing of hotels, residence, land, so forth and so on, all throughout here in the Las Vegas area. So he bought a lot of land and everything up here. So with that, he wanted to also be able to watch television. He wanted to watch television late into the evening, watch his shows, so forth and so on. And again, 1966, there were not a lot of stations that were doing that. There weren't any stations doing that. So he bought his own station so that he could see television and basically stay up and do whatever he wanted to do in the evening. Now, the family that he purchased that from, I believe that station was from the Greenspun family. And so with Greenspun was the family who actually started the master plan community of Green Valley in Henderson. So Henderson, Nevada was had our first master plan community here at Green Valley. So beat it before Summerlin. Green Valley was, I think, around 1974, and I think that Summerlin started around 1990. So with that being said, that's a little bit of fun history in regards to the Summerlin, Las Vegas area, in regards to our master plan communities with those SIDs and those LIDs. Also, guys, if you want to reach out and have any more questions or concerns or want to schedule an appointment with us, all of our information is in the descriptions below. Please ring that notification bell so, again, you can be updated with all the market changes and events and everything that are happening here. And whether, again, it's 9 days or 90 days, we look forward to be able to be of service for you whenever you need. With that, we can't wait to see you in the next video, and that's our show.